Hello students, how are you? Hope so. You are well and safe at home. So today on 12th of September, day Saturday, for class 12th, for in chemistry, we have the same chapter alcohol, phenol, ether, but we have the new chemical properties. In the last videos, we have done the chemical properties of alcohols like the acidic character, esterification, reaction with PCl5, reaction with the PCl3, reaction with SOCl2, clear, and oxidation. Today we will start the new topic, that is reaction with copper at 573 Kelvin. CH3CH2OH, that is a primary alcohol, when react with copper, so the vapors of alcohol when react with the copper metal at 573 Kelvin, this compound undergoes dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation means the removal of the hydrogen atom from the compounds. So dehydrogenation means the removal of the hydrogen atom from any of the compound. So see here, this alcohol when undergoes the dehydrogenation, the one hydrogen of the oxygen atom and one hydrogen of this carbon atom will be eliminated and it will form carbon oxygen double bond, and this compound converted into the aldehyde CH3 CH2. It means we can say alcohols when undergoes treated with the copper at 573 Kelvin, this type of reaction is a part of dehydrogenation, but actually it is a type of oxidation, because alcohol when undergoes oxidation they convert into aldehydes. In the same way, when the secondary alcohol vapors undergoes with this treatment with the copper at 573 Kelvin, it will form ketones. The same way, the H of oxygen atom and H from this carbon atom, and there will be a double bond in between the carbon and oxygen and forms ketones. When the tertiary alcohols vapors pass out on the copper metals at 573 Kelvin, then the major product will be alkene. So this tertiary butyl alcohol when reacts with the copper at 573 Kelvin, it will form alkene. H of this, clear, and H of any of the carbon will be eliminated and they form double bonded part, that is unsaturated, that is alkene. So primary alcohols vapors when passed over copper it will form aldehydes. Secondary alcohol will pass over the copper, it will form ketones, and the tertiary alcohol will pass over the copper at 573 Kelvin, it will form a type of alkene. So this is a part of dehydrogenation or the type of oxidation. Clear? Now we start the next topic. So today we discussed about the chemical properties of the phenol. In the last videos we have done the two chemical properties. One, acidic property, that is reaction with the sodium or sodium hydroxide, and the second chemical properties, that is a type of the esterification, means phenols when react with carboxylic acid, when react with acid anhydride or react with the acid chloride, it will form esters, like that alcohols. Now we start this third chemical properties, that is a binding reaction, Riemann-Tiemann reaction. In the Riemann-Tiemann reaction, the phenol convert into the salicylaldehyde. Firstly, phenol react with sodium hydroxide and it will form sodium phenoxide. Clear? In the same way or in the same time, when sodium hydroxide and the phenol, chloroform, that is CHCl3, that is a chloroform. Chloroform also react with this phenol and this chloroform will be attacked on the ortho position in the form of the CHCl2. The 1H of para position and 1 Cl of the chloroform will be eliminated in the form of HCl and they will form CHCl2. Clear? This compound is unstable when react with NaOH, means this compound react with sodium hydroxide or alkalis, it will form CHO in place of the CHCl2. Now the question arises, sir, how this compound is converted into this one. Actually में NCERT में पोर्शन ऐसे ही दिया रखा है, मीन्स फर्स्ट ये फिनॉल दिया है, फिर NaOH दे रखा है, क्लोरोफॉर्म दे रखा है, ये कंपोजिशन क्रिएट कर रखी है, फिर NaOH है, फिर CHO क्रिएट करती है. बेसिकली इन दोनों कंपाउंड के बीच में ये जो इन्होंने स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट मेंशन किया NCERT में, ये स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट एक्चुअल में अल्कोहल्स के आने पे है, मीन्स हाइड्रोक्सी ग्रुप के आने पे होगा. सी है. Firstly, when NaOH react with the CHCl2, this aqueous NaOH react with CHCl2. This is the aliphatic part. Clear? In haloalkanes or haloarenes, we have discussed that if aqueous NaOH react with this type of compound, the Cl will be eliminated, Cl will be substituted with OH group, which means this carbon contain the 2 OH group. This carbon contain the 2 OH group when NaOH react with CHCl2. Always remember that if one of the carbon, a single carbon have the 2 OH group. अगर किसी भी एक कार्बन पे 2 OH या 2 से ज़्यादा OH होंगे, then water molecule will be eliminated. अगर C पे एक से ज़्यादा OH प्रेजेंट होते हैं तो अगर यहाँ पे 2 OH है, एक वाटर मॉलिक्यूल यहाँ से एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा. मीन्स एक OH और एक H स्टैंड होता, AOH होता या फिर ये वाला H होता. मतलब एक OH और एक H मीन्स वाटर की एलिमिनेशन यहाँ पे होगी and it will form this compound, that is ONA positive CH double bond OH, and this compound is highly unstable. Okay, so you may write this equation in this form. Firstly, this equation, this component, that is phenol, after that with the CHCl2 reaction with NaOH, aqueous NaOH, and it form unstable compound, and then you will find here, you will write here sodium phenoxide with the aldehydes. Clear? Now this compound undergoes hydrolysis. This compound undergoes hydrolysis in presence of the acidic medium and conversion into this compound into salicyldehyde. So this ONA will be converted into OH and the compound will be formed salicyldehyde. phenol can be converted into salicylic by the Reamer-Tiemann reaction. So in Reamer-Tiemann reaction, firstly we react with phenol with chloroform and NaOH, and further react with hydrolysis in presence of the HN, and finally it will form salicylic. Means that benzene which have OH and CHO group at ortho positions. Clear? एक ऐसा कंपाउंड, एक ऐसा बेंजीन जिस बेंजीन में OH और CHO कहाँ पर है एक दूसरे की ऑर्थो पोजिशंस में. So next chemical property is Colway's reaction. This is not the Colway's electrolysis that we have done in the class 11, that is in alkane, that is electrolysis, but this one is Colway's reaction. Colway's reaction is phenol convert into salicylic acid. This compound is salicylaldehyde. Clear? But now we will discuss about that, how phenol convert into salicylic acid, means in place of the CHO how carboxylic acid will be attained. Okay, Colway's reaction. The starting material is phenol. This phenol, when react with firstly NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, in the same manner for the formation of sodium phenoxide. On sodium phenoxide, now the carbon dioxide, that is CO2. So this carbon dioxide will be attacked on this carbon atom. Okay, in this manner, means the negative part will be created by oxygen and this carbon represents the positive charge. Clear? So on this negative charge, carbon will be attacked and it will form this compound. Okay, this compound undergoes hydrolysis in presence of the acidic medium and conversion into O negative into OH, that is salicylic acid. So simply we can say phenol react with NaOH and CO2, it will form the compound that contains the carboxylic acid with the phenoxide ion, further on hydrolysis converted into salicylic acid. What is the use of the salicylic acid? What is the use of the salicylaldehyde? Salicylaldehyde have the tendency to convert into salicylic acid firstly, and the salicylic acid have the tendency to create a number of compounds like that aspirin, that is used as an analgesic and antipyretic drug, for the formation of the salol, for the formation of the oil of the wintergreen. Clear? In our course there is aspirin. Aspirin's tablet that behaves as a, that function is antipyretic and analgesics, means पेन किलर की तरीके से बिहेव करती है और हमारे फीवर को डाउन करने में हेल्प करती है, that is aspirin. So this salicylic acid is used as the formation of aspirin. This salicylic acid undergoes esterification when mixed with acetic anhydride. Clear? So when this salicylic acid reacts with acetic anhydride, acetic anhydride, So when salicylic acid react with acetic anhydride in presence of the acetic acid or the sodium acetate, this anhydride attacked on this OH group for the formation of ester. And this compound is known as methyl salicylate. This compound is known as methyl salicylate, and this compound behaves as an aspirin. So this methyl salicylate behaves as an aspirin, and aspirin is used in the analgesics and antipyretic drugs. So this is the 1 marks question. What is salicylic acid? This is the compound of salicylic acid. How can we convert salicylic acid to aspirin when it undergoes acetylation with acetic anhydride in presence of the sodium acetate, or acetic acid is converted to methyl salicylate, that is aspirin, and aspirin behaves as an analgesics and antipyretic drugs. Clear? मतलब ये फीवर को कम करने का काम करती है, that's why it is antipyretic, और पेन किलर की तरीके से बिहेव करती है, that is it is behaves as an analgesic drug. Clear? So this is the part of salicylic acid. This salicylic acid also convert into salol and also convert to the oil of the wintergreen. Clear? This compound has the 2 other advantages, or the 2 other main use, that is for the formation of salol and the formation of oil of wintergreen. This oil of the wintergreen as a constituent of iodex. Clear? And this salol behaves as a internal injuries infections के लिए टैबलेट्स की तरीके से यूज़ की जाती है salol. Clear? तो ऑयल ऑफ wintergreen का यूज़ किया जाता है आयोडेक्स में, और सेलल का यूज़ किया जाता है एंटीसेप्टिक इंटरनल इंटेस्टाइनल मोस्टली जो टैबलेट्स हैं उसमें सेलॉल का भी यूज़ किया जाता है, और दैट इज अ कंपोनेंट ऑफ दिस सैलिसिलिक एसिड. क्लियर? और दोनों इक्वेशन एस्टिफिकेशन को शो करती है. दोनों इक्वेशंस में एस्टिफिकेशन है. ऑयल ऑफ विंटरग्रीन में मेथनॉल का यूज़ किया जाता है विद सैलिसिलिक एसिड, और सेलॉल में इसी सैलिसिलिक एसिड पे रिएक्शन होती है फिनॉल की. क्लियर? सो दिस इज द पार्ट ऑफ सैलिसिलिक एसिड. क्लियर? Now the next topic of the phenol is reaction with the zinc dust and oxidation of the phenol. Phenol when undergoes reaction with the zinc, this reaction already we have done in the class 11 for the formation of the benzene. ये कंपाउंड किसमें कन्वर्ट हो जाता है? बेंजीन में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है with the elimination of zinc oxide. And the second topic is, next topic is phenol also react with air. अगर फिनॉल्स की बॉटल्स को ओपन कर दिया जाए तो फिनॉल अपने कलर को चेंज कर देता है, मीन्स ऑक्सीडेशन कर लेता है एयर की प्रेजेंस में. क्लियर? और क्या शो करता है? बेंजोक्विनोन. सो फिनॉल अंडरगोज ऑक्सीडेशन इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ द एयर, it will convert into benzophenol. Clear? So phenol undergoes oxidation in presence of the air, it convert into benzoquinone. This oxidation maybe takes place in presence of the oxidizing agent like sodium dichromate in acidic medium, or like potassium dichromate in the acidic medium. K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4, or in presence of Na2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4. So it means phenol undergoes oxidation in presence of the oxidizing agent and convert into benzoquinone. Clear? So this is the part of phenol reactions. Now the last topic of the phenol is electrophilic substitution. रिएक्शंस ऑन बेंजीन रिंग। ये कॉमन टॉपिक रहता है जब भी एरोमेटिक्स कंपाउंड की स्टडी करते हैं, हम बेंजीन की बात करते हैं तो बेंजीन में इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन के चांसेस हमेशा रहते हैं। हमने बैक साइड में भी हेलोलिन्स स्टडी किया था, वहाँ पे भी हेलोलिन्स में स्टडी किया था कि वो इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन में पार्टिसिपेट करेगा। क्लियर? अब हम फिनॉल की स्टडी कर रहे हैं, फिनॉल में बेंजीन की रिंग है, तो बेंजीन की रिंग जहाँ पर भी होगी वहाँ पे क्या प्रेजेंट होगा, इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन के चांसेस। ओके, we know that phenol contain the OH group, that is hydroxy group, and this oxygen contain the lone pair. That's why these lone pair will be shifted in the benzene ring and undergoes delocalization. And when they undergoes delocalization means when they donate electron towards the benzene ring, it means at ortho and para position contain the negative charge, means any of the electrophile will be attacked on ortho position or para position or in both the conditions. Clear? So simply we can say that phenols are the ortho-para directors. Okay. So electrophilic substitution, that may be nitration, sulfonation, halogenation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation or the Friedel-Crafts acylation will be takes place where benzene ring is present. So in this compound, that is in phenol, all types of reaction will be takes place. Electrophilic substitution reactions means electrophile attacked on the carbon where the carbon contain the negative charge. Clear? So firstly we start with the nitration. Phenol that contain the OH group, phenol that contain the OH group and oxygen that have the lone pair, there are two lone pairs, so probability of the electrons to donate towards benzene ring is maximum or more. That's why this phenol can react with dilute HNO3 easily because the electron density is high. So phenols when react with dilute HNO3, it will form the two products. One is orthonitrophenol and second one is paranitrophenol. अभी तक जितने भी हमने इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन स्टडी करे थे, वहाँ पे जब भी हमने नाइट्रेशन किया था तो वहाँ पे कंसंट्रेटेड H2SO4 और कंसंट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड का यूज़ किया था। ये पहला कंपाउंड है जिसमें हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं कि फिनॉल पे हम डाइल्यूट HN3 का यूज़ कर रहे हैं। क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि फिनॉल के पास जो हाइड्रोक्सी ग्रुप है, हाइड्रोक्सी का जो ऑक्सीजन एटम है उस पर जो इलेक्ट्रॉन की एबिलिटी है, जो लोन पेयर की एबिलिटी है, वो लोन पेयर बेंजीन की रिंग में इतना ज़्यादा शिफ्ट हो जाता है कि बेंजीन की रिंग इजीली डाइल्यूटेड कंडीशन के पोर्शन में से भी नाइट्रेट आयन नाइट्रोनियम आयन को अपनी साइड क्या कर लेती है, अप्रोच करा लेती है, क्योंकि अटैक करने वाला कौन है? NO2 1 पॉजिटिव, दैट इज नाइट्रोनियम आयन। क्लियर? तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन तो यही है MCQ के लिए कि विच इलेक्ट्रोफाइल विल बी अटैक्ड इन केस ऑफ नाइट्रेशन। तो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर nitronium ion, that is NO2 1 positive, is behaves as a electrophile. So NO2 1 positive will be attacked on ortho or para position. So the name is orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. There is another important question: how can we separate these two compounds? So these two compounds can be separated by steam distillation. These two orthonitrophenol and the paranitrophenol compounds can be separated by steam distillation because there are the major difference in their boiling point, and the major difference in the boiling point is due to the presence of the hydrogen bonding in both the compound, or both hydrogen bondings are the differ. Orthonitrophenols represent the intramolecular hydrogen bonding, means यहाँ पर इसके H और ऑक्सीजन के बीच में हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग प्रेजेंट है। Means a single molecule have the hydrogen bonding between the two atoms. That's why it is known as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. It is known as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. But in case of paranitrophenol, the two molecules of paranitrophenol joined by the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So यहाँ पे पैरानाइट्रोफिनॉल से बहुत सारे मॉलिक्यूल्स इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर से अटैच है और यहाँ पे ये सिंगल फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, एक ही मॉलिक्यूल सेपरेट रहता है, मतलब ये वोलेटाइल नेचर को शो करता है और ये कंपाउंड्स नॉन वोलेटाइल है. सो ड्यू टू द वोलेटिलिटी, ड्यू टू द हाई वोलेटिलिटी ऑफ ऑर्थोनाइट्रोफिनॉल, ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द इंट्रामॉलिक्यूलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग, दे कैन इजीली एस्केप फ्रॉम द बेसिन. Means their boiling point is very low compared to paranitrophenols, because the paranitrophenol contain intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the two molecules. Clear? So this is the question. Firstly question, what happens when dilute HNO3 react with the phenol? It will form ortho and paranitrophenol, both are the mixture conditions. How can we separate? By the steam distillation. Why we separate by the steam distillation? Because there is a huge difference in the boiling point. Why the boiling points are different? Why the boiling points are the different? Because in case of the paranitrophenols, there is an intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the two molecules, and in case of orthonitrophenol, there is intramolecular hydrogen bonding in a single molecule in between the two atoms. That's why this compound, that is orthonitrophenol, behaves as a volatile in nature, and this paranitrophenol is less volatile compared to orthonitrophenol. Clear? The second question is, what happens when phenol is react with concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4 presence? Means, what happens when phenols react with the nitric acid concentrated in presence of the sulfuric acid concentrated? Clear? So, a single molecule contains the 3 NO2 group, that is on both ortho and para position is filled by the NO2 group. So this compound is known as 2,4,6-trinitrophenol. 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. So 2,4,6-trinitrophenol, that is also known as the picric acid. Picric acid behaves as a explosive. First time it is used in the Second World War. पिक्रिक एसिड एक एक्सप्लोसिव है, क्लियर, और इसका कलर येलो होता है. इट इज अ येलो इन कलर, इट इज अ येलो प्रेसिपिटेट. सो पिक्रिक एसिड, दिस पिक्रिक एसिड दैट इज 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, that is known as a picric acid. Color is yellow, behaves as an explosion, explosive nature, and the first time, the Second World War, it is used as a explosion in the dynamite. Clear? So phenols when react with the concentrated HNO3 in presence of the concentrated H2SO4, it will form the 2,4,6 trinitrophenol or the picric acid. But by this treatment, we can't be form major yield, or we can't be form the huge amount of the yield of picric acid. So for the formation of the large amount of picric acid, firstly phenols react with कंसनट्रेट सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड. मीन्स सबसे पहले फिनॉल को कंसनट्रेट सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड में ट्रीट कराएंगे, देन इट विल फॉर्म्स 2,4-डाइसल्फोनिक एसिड. क्लियर? सो फर्स्टली दिस फिनॉल्स रिएक्ट विद द सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड एंड इट विल फॉर्म दिस कंपाउंड. There is a disulfonic acid. There is a disulfonic acid. Clear? And then this compound undergoes nitration, and it will form picric acid. and by this method the amount of picric acid will be more. Clear? ये large amount में फिर picric acid form किया जा सकता है. तो there are two methods, one that shows the less amount of the picric acid will be formed, and by the other method we can form a large amount of picric acid. So this is the part of the nitration. Now we start the next topic of the electrophilic separation, that is bromination. In bromination there are two different methods. Phenol when react with bromine. Phenol when react with bromine in polar solvent like the water. Water behaves as a polar solvent. Okay? Or the phenols react with bromine in the non-polar solvent like the CS2 or the CCl4. Okay? So when bromine is react with polar solvent, or the bromine is react with the non-polar solvent like that carbon disulfide with the carbon tetrachloride, these are the non-polar solvent. So in both different reactions have the different products. When phenols react with bromine, it will forms a white precipitate of 2,4,6-tribromophenol, and this compound is a white in color. It is a white liquid, white precipitate. The compound is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 2,4,6-tribromophenol. 2,4,6-tribromophenol, and this is the white in color. Okay. Phenols when react with bromine in presence of the non-polar solvent, it will form the two product. One is ortho and one is the para of the phenol condition. Means there will be a mixture of the ortho or para isophenols. Sorry, bromophenols. So in this reaction the last product is para-bromophenol or ortho-bromophenol. Means there is a mixture of ortho-bromo and para-bromophenol if undergoes treatment with bromine in non-polar solvent. So there are two reactions, one is in the polar condition, one is in the non-polar conditions. The first one, that is the polar condition, this reaction is used for the distinguish between alcohol and phenols. अगर हमें अल्कोहल और फिनॉल के बीच में डिफरेंस करना है तो इस इक्वेशन का यूज कर सकते हैं. अगर हम अल्कोहल की रिएक्शन मींस आरओएच की रिएक्शन अगर हम ब्रोमीन से कराते हैं, देयर विल बी नो ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ द ब्रोमीन, वहाँ पे कोई प्रोडक्ट नहीं बनेगा. लेकिन अगर हम फिनॉल की रिएक्शन ब्रोमीन से कराते हैं पोलर कंडीशंस में तो वहाँ वाइट पीपीटी बनता है. दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन अल्कोहल एंड फिनॉल्स. तो 1 मार्क्स में अगर बोर्ड में क्वेश्चन हमारे पास आता है तो हाउ कैन बी डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन phenol and any one of the other alcohols? So we can easily distinguish by this chemical reaction, that is reaction with bromine in the polar conditions, and in polar condition phenols form white PPT. Clear? But alcohols do not show any of the chemical reaction with bromine. So this is the part of the bromination. Clear? So one part is nitration and another part is bromination. Sulfonation we have already done in the nitration topic. Okay. If we take the Friedel-Crafts reaction, firstly Friedel-Crafts reactions are not easily takes place in case of the phenols, because in phenol there is a lone pair, and in case of Friedel-Crafts reactions we use AlCl3. AlCl3 behaves as a Lewis acid and this lone pairs behaves as a Lewis base. So these two compounds interact with each other and form the salt. क्लियर. सो यहाँ पे जो रिएक्शंस होती हैं वो लेसर अमाउंट में होती हैं और जो क्वांटिटी मिलती है उसकी अमाउंट बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं होती. तो रिएक्शन फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट एल्काइलेशन होती तो है लेकिन लो अमाउंट में होती है. फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट एल्काइलेशन के चांसेस पॉसिबल हैं लेकिन अमाउंट बहुत लो मिलेगी. ओके. सो फिनॉल when react with any of the alkyl halides, right? If we write here the RX in presence of the anhydrous AlCl3, so it will form alkyl aryl phenols, means this R will be attacked on ortho or para position. And the para position will be as a major product. Okay, so there will be two products, one is ortho and one is para, means orthoalkyl phenols or the para-alkyl phenols, and para will be as a major product. So these are the electrophilic substitution reactions on phenol. So this is the overall topic of alcohol and phenols. Clear? So in this topic we have discussed about how can we prepare alcohol and phenols, what are the physical properties of the alcohol, what are the chemical properties of the alcohol, what are the physical properties of phenols, and what are the chemical properties of phenols. In the next video we will discuss about the ether. Clear? How can we prepare ether and what are the chemical properties of the ethers. Okay, thank you friends.